How did global socialist movements challenge empires? Imagine a world where ideas about fairness and equality spread across continents, shaking the foundations of mighty empires. That's what global socialist movements aim to do. They question how power and resources were controlled and who benefited from them. These movements focused on promoting rights for workers, marginalized groups, and colonies, often putting them at odds with imperial rulers. Socialism is about shared ownership of resources and reducing economic gaps. Many believed empires exploited resources and labor to stay powerful, often at the expense of local populations. In the early 1800s, socialist ideas gained momentum thanks to thinkers like Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels. They argued that capitalism and imperialism created inequality and oppression. The Second International, formed in 1889, became a platform for spreading these ideas worldwide. Leaders like August Bebel in Germany openly criticized colonial atrocities, showing how imperialism clashed with socialist ideals. These ideas inspired workers and colonies to challenge colonial powers and demand independence. World War I was a turning point. Many socialist parties supported their nations during the war, which caused divisions within the movement. After the war, the Third International was created to focus more on anti-colonial struggles and global solidarity. This international effort supported independence movements in Asia and Africa, helping to weaken imperial control. Countries like India, Vietnam, and many African nations looked to socialist ideas as a way to break free from colonial rule. After World War II, many new nations in Asia and Africa adopted socialist development models. They aimed to build self-sufficient economies and reduce dependence on former colonial powers. These efforts often faced internal political struggles and external pressure from Cold War rivals, especially the United States and the Soviet Union. Despite setbacks, these movements kept challenging imperialism by promoting ideas of equality and sovereignty. Today, the influence of these movements still shapes political debates. While traditional empires have mostly disappeared, new forms of economic dominance, like multinational corporations and powerful nations, continue to exert control. Socialists today advocate for global cooperation and justice, criticizing modern practices that resemble old imperial methods. These movements see their ongoing work as part of a larger fight for fairness and shared prosperity. They believe that challenging economic and political exploitation is essential for creating a fairer world. Throughout history, global socialist movements have stood against empires by inspiring resistance, promoting independence, and advocating for equality. Their efforts helped weaken colonial powers and continue to influence discussions about fairness and justice worldwide. The fight against inequality and oppression remains central to their mission, pushing for a future where resources are shared and everyone has a voice.